Back like we never left. Royale. Neff Bull, what's going on, man? Shandon, welcome in. We about to get started in a minute. There she is. Let's see. Hold on, Tammy. Oops. Did I send the invite to the wrong person? There we go.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Wrong. Okay, here we are. There we are.
There we go.
I love this
Okay.
shirt. That is so cool.
Thank you.
That's
Appreciate
so
it. It's
cool.
thrifted.
Oh, okay. So we're doing thrifted clothes now. That's a good thing.
Welcome in, Constance. Welcome in, Tom F. See, we got some people already hopping in. That's
Yeah, I
good.
saw Moms Buy More Shit, Shandon.
Yep.
I saw her jump in. How you doing? Royal to Thrill? Royal to Thrill?
That's my nephew. That's
That's
the
your
one
nephew,
that
okay.
did
That
all the
blew your
galaxies
mind.
for me. Yeah. Let me
Totally
share
get
this
it.
out a little bit. Okay, how you doing?
Can't complain. Can't complain. Today has been a blur, but most days end up being a blur, so here we are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know how that is.
definitely. Always, a lot happening, a lot to get done, a lot to do, all the things.
I know you were explaining to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I thought I had a lot on my plate.
Yeah, it can get really crazy. Really, really crazy.
Hey, if everyone could share out the live before we get started, you know how it goes. The more, the merrier.
Yeah, I
We'll
just
get
shared it a
started.
bunch of times. So,
Yeah.
where's our mantra?
Oh yeah, let me get that up there. Right.
That's
Appreciate the
important.
reminder.
No problem. So, I know we're going to talk about this, but I have been doing this.
Ooh, check you out. And let me tell you, Miss Tammy, that actually is one of my favorites that I passed along to you. I hope it has some good energy from me that I'm
I,
passing on to
I hope
you.
so
So
too. It is so smooth. And I think that's the one thing. I'm a texture person. So, feeling how smooth it is just makes me want to
yeah,
touch it more. Do you know what I mean?
exactly. Hey, gem pickers. Thank you for joining in.
Hey, how are you?
So have you turned it in the light and seen it shimmering a little bit? You know, it has that
Absolutely.
reflective element.
Absolutely. I loved the way it casts. So if you move it around, well, but if you move it around, you can see how pretty it turns. It's so good.
Yeah. So
So good.
that one is labradorite, and they have different colors. That's a blue form of it, or
Oh
bluish
wow.
green. They have like a orangish purplish one. That
Oh.
one is beautiful too, but you know, the more rare and the better the quality, the higher the price point on it and everything like that. So but yeah, that one was my friend right there.
So let me ask you. So how do you, like, say if you Well, do you want to start now or you want to wait?
No, by all means, let's get into it. We got
Okay,
people in the
so
chat. We can get going.
and so how do you, if I was to go to a crystal store, how do you determine which ones have the most value without believing everything somebody's telling you? You know what I mean?
Okay, so first off, obviously they do have different values, but
Yes.
I was told by someone at a crystal kiosk and a person that I, found trustworthy
Okay.
as buying crystals. They said you put it in your hand, and if you get that feeling from it, it don't matter if it's the highest of high qualities or if it's the lowest of the low. If it,
Okay.
if it does something to you, if you feel the energy coming off of it, then that one is for you. So,
Cool. Love it.
but in that book, it will also kind of explain, different origins and where they come. Oh, it's upside down.
Uh-oh. Well, no, well, it's
Yeah, there we
because,
go.
yeah. So I have to hold it upside down so you can see it right. But yeah,
So,
this is,
yeah. So I was just gonna say, as far as value, I think that's kind of dependent on where it's actually from, where it gets,
okay.
exported or, imported from or whatever the case is. And then there are some that there is just like gold and diamonds, it's a limited amount. It's not endless. It doesn't,
Right.
so the ones that are, there's less even available. Oh, look at you. Yeah.
I
That
love
is
this.
awesome.
I thought this
That is
was
awesome.
so beautiful. I think they're all beautiful, but this one just, I was like, wow, it's a heart and it's purple. Like, yeah, all the things.
Welcome in, Grace and Glow. We are actually
Oh,
doing a little crystal recap. I sent Miss Tammy a care package of crystals, so we're just
yes.
talking a little bit about that right now.
So you
Um,
sent two tiger eyes?
yes, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so let me tell you, when I first, this was the one I recognized almost instantly.
Uh-huh.
Um, I had an uncle, one of my mother's brothers, had a ring. He passed away many years ago, but he had a ring with the tiger eye as the stone, the center stone. And I thought that was so beautiful. So I was like, oh, that's tiger eye.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Welcome in, Terry. I see you join the chat.
Hey, Devil Dog, thanks for sharing out the live.
Welcome in, welcome in. But yeah, I want to say Tiger's Eye is one of the most recognized ones. It's like,
Yeah.
everyone kind of has seen or knows about Tiger's Eye. But then I also kind of threw in some that you might not have been so much, familiar with. Terry, thank you for the heart. Me appreciate you.
So this is beautiful. I love it. And I was like, wow. So which one is this? What is this called?
That is, if I'm not mistaken, oh goodness, it's losing me right now. You might have to do a
Okay, let
little
me tell
research
you.
on that.
I looked it up on chat and I wanted to make sure that it was actually correct.
Yeah.
This is a carnelian.
I think it is actually. That's actually what I have on my wrist right now. You see how they have a
Yep.
couple different colors?
Shades. Yeah,
So that's
definitely.
why that's why it's kind of confusing me. There's a bunch of different red ones, and but I wanted Jasper. I think that's Terry just said in the chat. I couldn't. I was losing it for a second. I think that's actually Jasper. So
Really?
when
Okay.
you look up in the book, it will explain, and it has a picture of the different ones. And when you put it side by side with the picture in the book, you might say, "Oh yeah, okay, this is Jasper there."
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool. You got so many in this one. They're just all so pretty.
yeah. So that is citrine.
Yes.
That one is supposed to be good for bringing in money. You hold that
Yes.
one, put it in your purse, and it's supposed to bring you some
They
wealth.
said this is the merchant stone. It's often referred
Yep,
to
yep.
as the merchant stone. So I love that. I was like, oh, yeah, you will be hanging out with me
And then they
for
have another
sure.
one that's similar. They have another one that's similar to citrine. Well, a merchant stone, but it's called pyrite.
Okay.
It's like It's very shimmering like a gold is, but
Mm-hmm.
it's slightly different. But that is another one also. I didn't put that one in the package, but as you move in your crystal journey, you'll pick up ones that
Oh,
you want to see.
definitely.
Shelly, welcome in. Look at that. She's been live with us for 200 minutes, Tammy.
Uh-oh. All right, Shelly.
That's amazing.
All
Oh, let me get
right.
some sound effects going real quick. We're going to clap it up for that. That's incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I knew that you were going to be talking about isn't pyrite fool's gold. They do call it fool's gold, yes, because it looks so similar to gold, but it's not actually gold. But in the crystal world, it actually is one of those that they say will bring you an abundance of money too. So,
I feel
so I
like I
knew we
need to
were going to
take this
talk
to the
about
crap table.
crystals. Right, right, right. I knew we were going to be talking about crystals since you had mentioned that the box came in. So I brought a special one of mine that I can
Oh,
show you.
yeah, I want to see it.
So let me start. I always got a little story or whatever the case is.
Absolutely.
So, um, in my I guess teenage years, I used to deal with never ever being able to remember my dreams. I
Oh,
would
wow.
go to sleep. I would go to sleep and months and months would go by and I would just wake up and, go about my day. I would never remember my dreams. So as I got into crystals, come to find out that there is one that helps you with dream recall.
Really?
Yes.
Pretty cool.
And I went online, I went and found one that I liked. It's called Celestite, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
okay.
Like the stars.
You're
Oh, there
right.
goes my light.
Exactly.
Hold on. Let me turn the light on and I'll finish the story.
Okay. Welcome in, everybody.
Okay, so I'm dealing with not being able to remember my dreams. I go online and come to find out there is a crystal that helps with dream recall. And
Okay.
it is beautiful. So I went and ordered one and it actually works. Oh my goodness. I put it underneath my pillow and I promise you, I started keeping a notebook by my bedside because I was having the most vivid dreams. I was remembering them from beginning to end. But let me show you this Celestine. So
Oh, it's beautiful.
yeah,
Oh,
so
that
it's
is so.
like
How in the
you
world do you sleep with that under your pillow? That thing is huge.
so
I'm
so
thinking
I'm
you
one of the
gonna have
ones
something small. You got a big rock.
so I'm one of those type of people that sleep with like three and four pillows.
Okay.
So it cushions it, but oh my goodness, this one right here, and it is so
So
like you see it glimmering,
pretty.
right?
Yes.
And then on the
So pretty.
backside, it has, people that aren't familiar with crystals, they would call it like concrete. It feels like a
Okay.
concrete, but it's called matrix.
Oh,
They
okay.
actually they go to caves and different things like that. Caves are very rocky.
Yeah.
And this is what the crystal will form on top of.
Okay.
So this is just
Wow.
a piece. This is just a piece of it. But man, I put this underneath my pillow and actually, to be completely honest, for about the last month, I took it away from my bed because I was remembering too much. Like it really was working too good for me. I'm like, oh my goodness. But this is definitely another one of my favorites. It literally helps you with dream recall and all
Wow.
of it. Yes,
So
it's
I'm not
very.
sure that I want to recall my dreams. I mean, like sometimes I definitely do. Um, but that might be worth looking into. I just can't sleep with that. That's a rock. Can't do the rock.
I mean, obviously they have smaller ones. You can
Okay.
get it smaller, but this is the size that I actually I wanted. I was intending on putting it on the end table that I have on the side, the
Beside your bed.
bedside, but I ended up putting it right next to my pillow as I sleep and things, and I'll be like going to sleep like rubbing it a little bit and all of that.
But that's great. I
But
mean, I think that is really, really good. It's awesome that
yeah.
you have found a way to remember. I just know that, as a child, I had a lot of crazy dreams, and there was one that was reoccurring consistently, and um, it still revisits me to this day. And It's not the greatest, but it's also very sentimental and very touching to me to have it all
Yeah.
the time. And I always think there's a message. There's a reason why I'm getting that dream at that moment. So
Mhm.
I just, it's very good. So Terry
Terry says,
says you can get
go
a
ahead.
little pretty sachet. Ah, that's nice to know.
I have a bunch of them. I should have sent one to you, but I had crystals all in all of them, and I was like, I'm gonna have to organize everything all over. So,
It's
but
fine. You got me started. Now I am like, okay. I'm telling you, since I opened this, and I've been like, just,
I'm telling you, it definitely will
yeah,
help in ways that you didn't even think it could or would. You know what I mean? Like they're
definitely.
really good.
Okay, so let's get into, since we've had our crystal moment, and I love them, by the way. Thank you so much. I appreciate you
You're
so much
welcome.
for
No
sending them
problem
to
at
me.
all.
And
You're
I
very
will
welcome.
be constantly touching them. Constantly.
Nice. That's awesome.
So,
Oh, really quick
yes,
before we move on.
yes.
So, oh, Jones says hi, y'all. Good to see y'all this week. Hey,
Hey,
Jones, thank
Joneson.
you for joining us. So, the tower one that I sent you,
Yes.
that selenite. Selenite actually will charge up the energy of the rest of them.
Okay,
So
good.
I have a really big selenite that I sit on my dresser, and
Okay.
I will put the other crystals around it. Like I actually will sit my bracelets on the
On it.
tower at the
Okay.
top when I'm not wearing them, like it's a jewelry stand.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, the selenite will, it re-energizes because it's not going to stay strong forever.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So
But that's
as you
cool.
read the book, you'll see that. Terry says, he's really into it because those big ones are expensive. Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, as you get into it, you will realize that there are ways to re-energize, recharge them, reset them.
Okay.
Some people will sit them in moonlight. Some will sit them in sunlight.
Oh,
Some will cleanse them with water.
really?
Just a quick heads up. The selenite is like it's almost like salt. It will
Okay.
dissolve. So that one you don't want to put in water.
Okay.
That one, I like me for instance, I put it on my Terry says we do moonlight. Some people actually bury them because they say you ground yourself. You
Yeah.
can ground your crystals and bring the energy back and they'll become stronger than they once, were. But the selenite one, I sit on my windowsill when it's like a full moon or a real bright moon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit it there overnight and take it off of the windowsill come sunlight because for whatever reason the sunlight is a little too strong for some. Like the amethyst,
Mm-hmm.
it will start to discolor.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
not too good. It's not too good in the sunlight.
Okay.
So that's one that you could, hey Sarah, welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. But the amethyst is one that you don't want to put in sunlight, probably moonlight. That particular one, it's tumbled, so you can run it underwater. If you might have like clammy hands from rubbing them so much, and you get the stickiness on, you want to clean it a little bit. You can run that one underwater. But I think the only one that I sent you that you don't want to be in the water is the selenite one.
Okay.
The rest of them should be safe. So.
Cool. I'm so excited. So excited.
And you
Hi,
see how
Sarah.
animated I get with this.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
like I
you
love
are
this
geeked.
topic.
I love it. I absolutely love it. The energy. So your energy just makes me want to find out more. Like let's go. Let's figure all this stuff out.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so again, I thank you. I appreciate you. That was so cool. I love it. I
No
love
problem.
gifts that keep giving. Do you know what I
For
mean? Like
sure. For
that's
sure.
something that will continue to give. So I appreciate that. Now, how was your weekend? Let's talk about the recap.
It was so action packed. Honestly, I really want to start with you. I feel like I've been running my mouth since we hit start on this live.
Okay, so everybody knows that there was the longest garage sale. I think in the States. I'm not sure if it's the world, but it starts in Michigan and it goes all the way to Alabama on like one particular road.
Oh
So
wow.
I decided I'm going to go see what it's about. Like, let's just see. The traffic was ridiculous. So I live probably about, I'm going to say a mile from the road that had all of the sales up and down. So I decided to go like a little bit north and a little bit south. But when I tell you it was jam packed, but there were also so many neighborhoods that were having neighborhood garage sales. So I ended up going to Mini. I parked on this street and I just walked back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth from house to house, all the way down the street. And then I didn't buy much. They did have a few things, not much. Then I went to that long garage sale, and some of the offshoot streets had in these neighborhoods had sales as well. So I was
Wow.
kind of just wandering and walking and walking. So I had told myself my budget was $100. I'm not spending more than $100. That's all I took out of the bank. That's it. Um, Peacock Treasure, hi, welcome in. So I ended up with my $100, and after I had gone to maybe 15 sales, I still had like $90. So I was
What?
like, well, maybe this is going to be a bust day. Maybe it's not going, I'm not going to find anything. I went to one house. One house. I gave them all my money. I was like, I got a Hugo Boss men's two-piece suit, the jacket and the pants,
Nice.
for like $10. I got a Ralph Lauren silk cashmere blend suit for $10. Then
What?
I got an Irish linen like bubble hat, men's like the apple hats. That's what they used to call them, apple hats. So I
Uh-huh.
found one of those. And then I just started picking up stuff. It was a leather trench coat for $5. Like I was just, when I tell you I had so much stuff leaving there, I was like, oh, this is just phenomenal. I had so much stuff. So,
Constance said, what? That's wild.
oh, it was crazy. Oh, they had a Nike windsuit, um, double XL, new with tags. I got that for like $5. Um, then I found this. It was a 3XTL. So it's huge. Like literally it's huge.
Yeah,
Because it's so long. Nike suit that had Brazil down one side.
yeah.
So cool. Love the stuff.
Look, Shandon says, so the question is, did you get it listed yet?
Of course not. Of course I didn't.
Right, right.
Of course not. But I
Shelly says,
hi,
as
I
long
saw
as you
you at the
have
post
time.
office, but it was busy. Really? You saw me?
Oh, maybe she's talking about my video that I posted at the post office.
Oh, okay.
Miss Carol, you talking about Tammy or me?
Oh, so
One
not
of
me.
us, right?
Yeah, well, somebody was at the post office.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she said it was me. Yeah, I posted a quick
Okay.
video dropping off packages.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was, so I said that because there was a lady at the post office the other day when I went in, and this was a day that I was dropping off like 24 packages. It was like so many packages. And I had my Hulking bag and I had another bag, and they were all just packed to the rafters. And this lady was like, so I see your weekend was better than mine. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, so yeah, I bought a bunch of stuff. I didn't get any of it listed yet, but that's okay because what I have been doing is listing older stuff that have been in my money pile. So I have been productive, not so productive that I no longer have a money pile, but that's for another show. So yeah, I had a
That's
great
always
time.
good too. That's always good too. Miss Carol, it looks like are you in New Jersey? It just sounds from the way that she's commenting in the chat that maybe she's in my town and came
Yeah.
across me on That would
She
be
said she
dope. I
saw you at
like
the
it.
post office.
I was looking at the profile picture, like I hit her bio, and she familiar. I don't know, but
Yeah,
that's
there you
awesome. I'm
go.
glad you could join us.
Absolutely, that's cool. Constance says, "I love this Monday morning reseller meetup at the UPS, USPS."
Oh, okay. The lady that always chats with you in GW. Oh, just follow back and definitely keep up with each other on TikTok. That
That's so cool. That is so
was
so
authentic.
cool.
It was, as we've seen, the restaurant industry first and first out. I try to run. But yeah, that's very
Yeah,
interesting. I'm glad you came across me. She says she's at work.
yeah. Oh, that's really
So Miss
cool.
Tammy, you always come across the nice blazers and the coats and all of that. Like
You
what?
have you have no idea. I was in
I've been
the
looking, but I can't find the good ones like you do.
Oh my goodness. I found one the other day. And when I got it home, I like to buy the smaller sizes and the extreme sizes. So the middle of the road is fine. If I find one and it's great, then absolutely. But I like the 40 shorts, the 38 shorts for the smaller people, and then I like the 58 longs for the bigger people. So I found one the other day, and it is beautiful. It has the suede patches. It's a tweed. It's so nice, but there's a button missing.
Oh, really? Does it have the button tucked underneath the
I
inside
have
of the
searched
jacket to
that
reach?
jacket. Look, I was doing the pat
Oh,
down. I was doing all
check the
kinds of things.
inside pocket.
Look, I was going like this down, thinking maybe there is one, but I did not see it. But it is a common button, so I think that somebody can still buy it. And because the button is so common, it will be easy for them to replace it. That's my hope anyway, or they could
You know
just
what?
replace all of them.
You know what I seen? I saw another reseller that if there's multiple of the extra buttons, he snags a few of them and holds on to them just for that
Yes.
simple instance where you need one. It's a regular type of button that you could easily replace, and he has them like on deck just waiting by.
But
So
something that I didn't realize: people buy buttons. You can,
yeah,
so if you find a nice jacket and it has those nautical like gold buttons, the bubble with the texture on the front and all that, people buy that. And
yep,
I
for
was
sure.
absolutely floored because I was like, do you know how many blazers I have found like moth holes in, and I have just like put them in a pile to donate or to give to some sewing classes or whatever.
You got to take them buttons up out of there first.
Now I do. No more buttons going back.
That's fun. So Ted is Tammy have come
You
across
are
Lee Blazers.
Lee, what? Lee Blazers? You are digitizing. I have not a Lee Blazer, like Lee Jean Blazers. So, David, are you frozen or is it me?
I think I am frozen.
Okay, you're back now.
Oh
So,
goodness.
no,
Is it better now?
yeah, it goes and comes. Shannon says
Oh
you're
goodness.
short. Dollar store internet.
So let me tell you really quickly. Hopefully, I'm not lagging saying this, but I have T-Mobile service, and T-Mobile the last like week or so has been going through the ringer with dropping service, losing service, slow service, and then on top of that, I'm in my storage unit, so it just bear with me, y'all. We gonna get through this though.
So I have not found Lee Blazers. You both freeze off and on. Really? So let me. Well, I don't know if I can switch internet in the. So we have like dual internet in the house. So we have a mesh system that we use, and we also have like the regular traditional. But it is storming here, so that may be the cause of some of it. It definitely is storming outside.
Oh, I got you. So that was a no on the lead blaze. I guess you haven't come across those.
No, I have not found the lead blazer, but I'm gonna grab that blazer so you can see it. It's so nice. I love it. I'm like, oh my God, why did it have to be missing a button? It's so annoying. Wait a minute, I'll be right back.
Yeah, let's see. Hey, Amy D. Hey, D and everybody. I apologize if I'm late. Oh my goodness. This is like I don't know. I'm just trying to bear with Shannon says I know I have it, but that's not an excuse. I know, right? We trying to get through it. Miss Carol says
Okay, because I'm
I find a
extra.
nice vintage designer blazer. Go ahead, I'm listening, Tammy.
So because I'm extra, I brought a couple. So
Oh, okay.
this is the blazer.
Wow,
Look at them.
that
It
is
is in
nice.
such good shape.
What?
So this is
Yeah, that is nice.
heritage. It is professor core. It is all the things. See the button? They're so
I see.
common. I've seen them at the stores before, like at the fabric stores when they used to exist, but
Yeah.
they don't exist anymore. So, yeah. So that is one of the finds. Love that one. But look at this.
Yeah, that was nice. That one is really nice.
I love it. It's got
Look
like
at
that
that.
orange that you
Oh
have
my
on.
goodness.
Going through it is so nice. This one is not flawed at all. And this one was, look, it has almost the same buttons. They're a little lighter.
Oh, it does. Oh my
So let me
goodness.
look, I need to pat this one down.
Rich Rod, welcome in. What's going on, man? How you doing? Miss Carol says, nice. I used to have a Ralph Lauren blazer like that in the 80s.
Yeah, they are
Shandon
definitely
is also saying
vintage.
check the pockets.
Yeah.
I think she did a
So,
pat down, Shandon.
yeah, I'm always patting down.
Right.
So, these are another thing that I grabbed.
What? Those are nice too. Oh my goodness.
They're Kohans.
Wow. And they
They
look
are
almost brand
so,
new.
yes. Look at the,
Oh my goodness.
they are
Wow.
phenomenal. I was like, oh
Wow.
yeah, let me just get this. So, needless to say, I was snagging all kinds of stuff. Oh, I also got this belt.
Oh my goodness. Is that the American alligator?
This is not American alligator. This is Tuscan calf saddle leather. Handmade.
Wow.
It is a Martin Dingman.
That just sounds nice.
It is nice. Now, I'm trying to determine, see how, like, the worn in there?
Yeah.
Like, I'm thinking that that is what it's supposed to look like. Do you see
It
that?
looks like it's all the way around it,
It
so I would
is.
assume that is, yeah.
So I think that's part of the character.
It looks
So
nice from here.
I love it.
Rich Rod says, woke up with a smile after seeing an eBay sold notification. Hey, there you go.
That's
Okay.
always a way to start the day. A good cup of coffee and sold
And a
notices.
sale. Constance says, I sold some of those the other day. Went fast. What are you talking about? The blazer, Constance, or are you talking about the belt or what?
Or the
Or the
Kohan.
shoes, even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the shoes she was
Yeah.
talking about. The Kohans, yeah.
Yeah.
Those were really, what size are those?
Well, let me tell you, because my husband wanted to know too. He was like, I could just keep those. I'm like, no, you cannot. These are a men's 9.5.
Oh, too small for me.
Nine and a half. These were
Those are really nice. I
they
really like
are
those
like
right there.
somebody if they wore them, they put them on and took them right off. Do you know what I mean? So somebody probably bought these for their kids for some pictures, and they put them
Yeah,
on and took them right off
yeah,
because they're not even creased. You
right.
can see a little creasing, but not. I love finding stuff like that.
Tammy
Yay!
Jones is asking, are you still wanting to sell only men's?
I would love to. I would love to. I just can't get there yet because I still have so much lady stuff. But yeah, the details on those are nice. So to me, I don't know. I struggle. But I will say the last time I went to the thrift store,
Yeah,
I actually realized how much I missed finding men's stuff because I had been avoiding going to the men's area, but I miss it so much. So,
yeah.
yeah, no.
Love one
Oh,
another says
Constance
I can't
said,
sell Cole Hans, but I'm not on the bay.
but you can
Is
sell
that
Kohans. They sell on all platforms. I actually sold a pair of wingtips on Depop, of all places.
oh wow.
Yeah. So that was
Con-
crazy.
Constance says I'm the same way, thinking of sending all my women's to ThreadUp.
You know, it's very tempting. I just saw a video of somebody that sent a lot of their personal things to ThreadUp, and I was absolutely disgusted at the prices that they gave her for her items. She had two, I think they were new tag Lily Pulitzer sweaters. They were the newer kind with the newer tags with the bell sleeves, beautiful sweaters. They sold them for $70 and gave her $5.36.
What?
I was
Are you
like,
serious?
I'm so serious. Like she actually showed it on the screen. Otherwise, I would have been like, nah, that's exaggerated. But I couldn't believe it. I was like, no
Wow.
way. No way. Years ago, I sent a bunch of stuff to ThreadUp, but it was like mall brand stuff, so it was no big deal. But oh my.
Shelly said, no way, the same time you did. Constance says, oh, never mind. I guess she ain't going to try the ThreadUp thing.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's
It was
crazy.
it was awful. I mean, literally, I was looking at the screen like, oh my God, I know you want your stuff back. Can you resend it? Tell them to send you your stuff.
Let's do a refund on that one. Oh,
Oh,
my
I forgot
goodness.
that was a gift. I need that back. Crazy.
Love one another says, yeah, someone offered me $3.20 for a pair of pants new with tags. Seriously, nope.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
don't.
man.
There are some things that are just so ridiculous to me, and that is one of them.
Yeah.
Those lowball offers, like I get it. I have a Ralph Lauren. Um, it's not even purple label. It's just a Ralph Lauren black cashmere cotton blend sweater with the purple man, new with tags. There's one person on eBay. He waits for his offers to expire for them to reset, and he sends me another offer. I think I have it listed at like 79, and he started at 20. I was like, yeah,
Oh,
peace
my
out.
goodness. Yeah, really,
I
right?
was like, peace out.
Shelly saying to love one another, the guts of some. Yeah, some people got some nerve. They will
Yeah.
really just like type any old number in their offer and think that we just supposed to accept it.
Right.
Like,
Like, this, like, I got 5 right now. Are we on the street? What are you talking about? Like, this is not let's make a deal street version. That is not what this is.
exactly. Devil Dog is saying, so it's a Lee Sportswear blazer. I don't know if he's referring back to what he was mentioning earlier. Constance says, that's why I can't do Vinted. I have brand new stuff on there and people want want me to sell for $2.
Yeah. So on Vinted, I hold true. I like this is what I want. And I make sure that whatever I'm putting on there is stuff I want to get rid of. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's so I don't mind taking some low offers, but I'm not selling anything for $2. I wouldn't even post it for $2.
Right. So back to this garage sale that you went to. Is that just a 1 day event, once a year thing? Is it like just how does it work?
So it's once a year, it's every year. I was shocked to know that some resellers actually take time off from work and travel from state to state with this garage sale thing. That blows my mind. But so it's every year. It's in July, and it's always the same road or whatever, that same street. Here is 127. I don't know what it is as it goes up or as it goes down.
Double Dog is saying,
Yep,
was it the 127? Yep, that's
that's
exactly
it.
what you're talking about.
That's it.
And Rich Rod says, yes, so far UK sellers are my fave peeps on Vinted.
Exactly. Mine too,
Single
Rich
buyer.
Rod. Mine too. They are the favorite buyers. Yes. So, funny story about Vinted. And I don't know that it's funny, but it's kind of interesting. So, I had a lady buy a dress from me. I sent the dress. She was like in Nashville, right? So, she's a US buyer. I sent it the day she purchased it. And so a few days later, I get a message from her saying, no, I got a message from Vinted saying that there was something wrong with the order. So the lady said that I sent her the wrong item. I didn't send her the dress. So, of course, I started like going through my inventory, like figuring out what I sent that day. Maybe I did mix something up. I'm not opposed to, I don't think I'm perfect. So I was like, well, maybe I did. So I send the lady a message and I said, I am so sorry. If you want to send that item back to me, I will, of
I'm
course,
listening.
make you good. Yep, no problem. So the lady says, well, with Vinted, so Vinted is very odd. So what they said was, she's opened a return. You get the option to say you want to accept the return or not accept the return. Like you want to offer a refund without them returning it. And I said, no, I want the item back because I really want to see if maybe I mixed it up. So the lady, so that was say Wednesday. We'll say that was Wednesday. So then Thursday, the lady sends me a message and says, I just got the dress.
What?
Right. That's what I did. Exactly
So she
what you
opened
did.
up the claim before she even got the thing.
Yes. She thought that what she opened was something I sent her because she said in the message the day after she opened the claim, she said, you sent me a V-neck black t-shirt. And I was like, I know I ain't do that because I don't have any V-neck black t-shirts. So I was like, okay, you just want to keep the dress. No harm, no foul. We can just move on. Because it was a nice dress. But at this point, I'm like, this is too much. So she ends up saying, no, I can just cancel the request for the refund. Well, Vinted will not allow you to cancel a return. So you either have to wait it out. So they give you so many days to return the item. You either have to wait it out or you have to, really that's your only option. You have to send it back. So I would have had to receive it and then they would have issued her a refund. But she could not cancel the fact that she asked for a refund.
Yeah.
So long and short of it, the lady was like, I can Venmo you. Because Vinted was like, we ain't having this. It's done, whatever. They were just over it. So she said, I can Venmo you. And I was like, don't worry about it. Just keep the dress. We can just move on. No. I want to pay you. I don't want you to think that I was trying to be shady because that's what I thought. I was like, you just want to keep the dress. So go ahead, keep the dress. I'm not mad about that.
Yeah.
So she ends up, so I sent her my number, but I was one digit off and I was rushing and didn't pay attention. So she sent money to the number that
Oh no. Are you
this whole
serious?
sale was just a crazy situation. So anyway, I noticed after she said she sent it, and I was like, I don't know where you sent it. So I looked at the number. I was like, oh God. So I sent her a message and said, try to get your money back. I made a mistake with the digit in the phone number. And so she ended up, I gave her the correct number. She ended up Venmoing me. So it
Wow.
all turned out. But yeah, Venti can
So
be weird.
she did get it. She did end up getting the dress, or she didn't. And
She
then you
did.
got
She got the
okay.
dress, and like I said, she got the dress the next day. And she was like, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. It's exactly the way you described it. And I'm like, but you just said. So,
Right.
yeah.
Oh my goodness. She was calling it a black V-neck. Like
Right.
what?
But she said she had to go back through her trash because apparently she had ordered a black v-neck shirt from somebody and they sent it to
Oh,
her. So she thought that the package she got was for me. She forgot she ordered the other shirt. So
welcome in, Mel's J. I see you join the chat. Appreciate everybody for joining. That was a very
absolutely.
interesting story, honestly, Miss Tammy. I ain't never heard nothing like that.
I just think people are like a little crazy. That's what I think.
And then it's like sometimes people don't even want to give it the chance to ship to them. Like I can't control how long the post office takes or UPS or whoever it takes to get it to you.
Yeah.
You get the tracking number and all of that, do your part, and it's like it's out of my hands from there.
Right. But or then they tell you after you've sent it, oh, I forgot to give you my apartment number.
So that just happened to me. That literally
Yes.
just happened to me, and I really don't know what to do. Okay, so this was a sale on the Pop D,
Okay.
and this guy, I did a quick ship. He paid for it, and it was the same day I shipped it out. And he went to track it like maybe 2 days later or something like that, 3 days later, and it says that it was being returned to sender.
Receiver.
And
Wow.
then he messaged me and says, "Hey, I realized I forgot to put the apartment number on there." Now, what would you do in this situation? Because I'm not coming out of pocket to pay to ship it again, and he was seemingly not wanting to pay double for the shipping.
Right.
Which in this case, it honestly might be more to pay for the shipping again because it's not through Depop this time. It would be a regular. So, like, what would you do in that case?
So if they send it back to you undeliverable, I believe, depending on the platform, you can just use the label and send it back out.
And then just
So
write the apartment number on there or something,
you
or
can write the apartment number on there. Sometimes the postal carrier that is familiar with whomever lives in that building, sometimes they're just very familiar with people getting packages and they know the name and they will leave it for them. So I've had it happen both ways. I've had it come back to me and I use the same label and sent it back out. Now the difference would be on the mark. I did that on the mark. The mark said once it goes out and is returned to you, you have to contact customer support to get another label to send it back because
wow.
that label is then null and void.
Welcome in, Connie. How you doing? Hope all is
Hi.
well. So at this point, I'm like, I'm not really trying to come out of pocket for the shipping myself. And if he's not, I mean, I can try to write the apartment number on there and take it back to the post office, but it like literally went all the way to his state and all of that. So I feel like they wouldn't reuse that shipping label again.
Maybe not, but I would check with Depop. Check with check with the pop and see what they say. They may be able to give you another label for that instance and not charge you. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like people need to be clear on their addresses. Like,
for
stop being
sure.
shady. Put your
And then
address.
I also on the Bay, I've had a guy. I think I'm doing a favor by doing this, expedited shipping. He
Right.
puts in the order at noon, and by 2 o'clock, I'm already at the post office trying to drop it off to get sent to him. And he messages me that, oh, can you ship it to this address instead? And I always tell the customers, hey, I ship exactly from to the address that you have on file. I
Yep.
print my label out from eBay, so whatever your account has as your address is where it gets sent to.
Yep.
And he was like getting all upset in my messages about how like you should have waited to like what am I going to be waiting to verify? Like I'm sending it to the address there. So it
You
just I
should
don't
have
know.
checked. He just didn't want to be at fault. He should have
Yeah.
checked the address himself. But in those
Yeah.
instances, I have had two situations on the Bay where somebody bought something and I hadn't shipped it yet, but I was getting ready to ship it, and they were like, "Oh, the address is incorrect." So I informed them that they needed to cancel the sale and correct the address, and then buy it again. So I've had that happen that way. But then I had another guy, I think he was in Canada. He bought something and he gave me his friend's address that was in the States. So the friend sends me a message and said, I'm almost positive you sent me a shipment incorrectly. And I'm like, how would I even get your address? Like,
Yeah.
why would I just randomly pick you out of all the people in the world to send a package to? I said, that doesn't make sense to me. So I sent him that message. And then a few hours later, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. My friend used my address and didn't tell me to expect the shipment. I'm like, okay.
Rich
But people
Rod
are
says
whack.
you might need to contact Depop support
Yeah.
and tell them what's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I do know that they have a way to, I don't know if they eat the additional cost or if they have a way to void that particular label with USPS and then issue you another one. I don't know the behind the scenes, but I do know that that's what Depop informed me. I mean, not Depop, the
I
mark.
just know I'm not trying to eat the cost of that shipping. Shoot, it wasn't like it was a high priced item anyway. I'm going to pay just as much in shipping as the item cost. Hey Michelle, how you doing? Texas Times and Treasures. Well, yeah. So I'm like I don't know. I'll figure it out because I did just get the item back. That was I think yesterday.
Okay.
So maybe I'll try and take it to the post office and see or contact the pop and see what they say.
Rich Ross said, I had a similar situation where my neighbor's nephew was using my address for his items. Sometimes that, that gives me red flags simply because I've worked in credit card fraud for a period of time once in my life. And, I always think like if people are using addresses to send stuff to and, you know, I don't know. Sometimes it's credit card fraud, but that's just what I think.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
but
I don't like no funny business. Like I said, I send to the address that y'all have listed on your account. So
yes,
before you hit checkout, you should be
checking
verifying
right.
if that's the right address you want to send to.
Exactly. But I would, before I took it back to the post office, I would check with Depop. Just let them know like what's going on and see what they tell you.
How
Because they
fast are they with responding?
usually within 24 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Usually. But I guess it just all depends. But now that they're part of the Bay, they should be up in their game.
Yeah. Well, once we get done here, maybe I'll log on and see what I can do or who I can talk to.
Yeah. Yeah,
Figure
it's
that
pretty
one
cool.
out. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the estate sale.
Ooh.
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Guys, I
that was
saw the video.
yeah, that was a good one. So, where do I start? Goodness gracious. Okay,
So
so
start with how you discovered. Start there.
okay, so after our last show on Wednesday, actually it was either Thursday or Friday.
Yep.
I was going live, I'm just, being silly. I'm listening to music. I had Into the B was in here and Rich Rod was in here. And I'm taking requests, listening to music. It was only about three of us. Then randomly, I start getting a couple people coming into the live and one of them asking, questions about reselling. And I'm looking at his profile. I'm hitting, to hit the bio. And I accidentally sent him an invite to come up on the screen. So I didn't know. I'm green. I'm wet behind the ears. I don't know anything. I'm in my own lane. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know about a whole bunch of different things, different people on social media. So come to find out, this is a big time guy with eBay. He's a six-figure earner, if not more.
Yeah.
Has his own estate company and things like that. And he's introducing himself. And then I look up, and there is about 50 people in the live chat. I went from 3 listening to some Earth, Wind, and Fire to I got 50 in here muted. I'm listening. I'm looking on the screen like a student in a college classroom, right? So he's just basically, asking me questions and kind of informing me of different things. And we were talking profit margins and like
Yeah.
stuff like that. And he just kind of was saying that he posed the question, what would you do if all the thrift stores in the country closed tomorrow? And then I said, well, I also do abandoned storages. He said, well, what if the next day all the abandoned storages weren't
Oh
an
my
option?
God.
What would you be doing? Just kind of, he was alluding to something.
Right.
And what he was alluding to was estate sales, which I
Yes.
had never done before. I've heard so good about them. Everybody talks highly of them. You can find some treasures
Yes.
at estate sales, which
Hmm.
is, it's awesome. But so one of his, I guess, friends through reselling actually joined the chat. He happened to be, he has his own estate sale company, and he runs a website, Shop SBH.
Yep.
I don't know if you follow him just yet, but he is an awesome guy. His name is John. But the initial person, his name's Brian. He introduced me to John, and he's like, "Hey, John is having an estate sale on Sunday," and John was there too. Yes, he was there too. He's having
Hmm.
an estate sale on Sunday in Springfield, Pennsylvania. I didn't know off the top of my head where Springfield was, but one of my good friends. Oh, welcome in, New Creation. I'm glad you could join us. One of my good friends, she actually lives in this town. I went to high school with her. I think she came in our live, or I may have spoken about her before, but
Yeah.
she went on,
I
she
think
went
so.
on Google and said, "How far is Springfield, PA from here? Dave needs to get there." So she bounces back in the chat and says it's 45 minutes away, and I'm like, "What? That's nothing.
Right.
That's
Up
a
the street.
yeah, that's up the street." So once I found out it was pretty close, then everyone in the chat was kind of, encouraging me. Hey, John's a good guy. You need to, yo, what's up, Miss Reisner?
Hi, Miss
How you
Reisner.
doing?
Hi, New
Um,
Creations.
Everyone was kind of encouraging me, like, hey, this guy's a good guy, John. You might want to get with him. Um, and they were like, bring a truck. It's going to be one of those type of deals.
That's
So
always scary.
it is right. And then I didn't know exactly what to expect, so I wasn't bringing no 18 wheeler or nothing like it. Wasn't going to be no huge anything, but I did end up renting a U-Haul van, one of the cargo vans. Ms. Reisner saying John is solid.
Yes, I agree with you. He seems like a solid dude.
For sure.
Um,
The Soft Life Empress, welcome in. She says, I live in Southeast Asia and want to start selling from here. My challenge is shipping companies. Ooh,
yeah,
that's
that is
a tough
challenging.
one. Yeah. If you can, let me finish my story, The Soft Life Empress, and then we'll try to get you some help with
Yes,
that.
definitely.
Michelle says,
Hey,
I love estate
Arizona.
sales, but they are getting pretty expensive, but those true vintage antiques are nice.
Yes, that is
Hey,
true.
Arizona. Okay, so back to the
So,
story. Everyone encouraging me to get a truck. I didn't want to go too big or overwhelm myself, but I did get. It was like the small. Besides a pickup truck, it was the smallest vehicle that they had to offer. I didn't want to
okay.
go too crazy.
Yep.
So I get the U-Haul. I'm headed there, and I had one of my buddies with me. He was helping me with storage, cleaning out
Yeah.
storage units. So he
Hmm.
kind of already knows the routine. We're gonna be moving stuff. It could be a sweaty day, like all of the stuff.
Right.
So he rides with me. We pull up and I park the U-Haul. Before I even get halfway up the driveway, John is already walking towards me to shake my hand. So I knew from that point, like, all right, this guy, I can
He's a
see that
solid guy.
he's a good dude.
Yeah.
So he was just kind of introducing himself and telling me what was going on with everything, and he was actually going to give me a tour of the home so I could see what's what and where things were. He did have a few things that were sold, so he was going to kind of point out to me, the things that were kind of off the table.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heart, me. Uh, but instead of him doing it, because he had a table set up to kind of, cash out, check people out,
Yeah.
he had a few customers that were looking to buy things. So instead of him giving me the tour, he, introduced me to a few of his moving workers that were
Oh,
there.
wow.
They were cool. It was incredible. They were showing me around as they were kind of, moving things around and situating things. And oh man, it was a lovely experience. And just it was embracing. I don't even
Right.
know how else to say. This guy doesn't know me from a can of paint. I
Right.
just met him 2 days prior to that in a TikTok chat.
Online. Right.
Yeah, of all places. Um, but yeah, he was suggesting things that I should pick up and like kind of letting me know like, hey, you might not want to get this one, and he's like kind of telling me that like you don't want to overdo it and take too many things to where your storage unit is now going to be full. You're not going to have,
Right.
you're sitting on a bunch of stuff. So I could just tell he was a genuine guy. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, so once he kind of, I got to walk through, I looked around a little bit. I start kind of trying to find things that I saw on the website that he sent to me,
Yeah.
and few of the things I found, and they came back with me. But it was an incredible experience. I definitely don't think this will be my last estate sale by any means.
Oh,
So
definitely not. But geez, can you
yeah,
just imagine? Like, so I'm a big person. I think everything is orchestrated, everything is like divine intervention. I just believe that, we're nothing is by chance. That's just my beliefs. I'm not pushing that on anybody, but that's just me. I feel like all of that was orchestrated from the beginning to the end. Do you know what I mean? Like you started just by having a random live. So that just goes to show you that we are where we need to be when we need to be there. You know what
for
I mean?
sure, for sure.
Because who knows if that transaction would have actually transpired, or if he would have been such a solid guy. Do you know what I mean? Like there were so many intricate little pieces there that could have gone left of center, but definitely didn't. So I think that
Definitely.
that is your beginning introduction, and you will be doing it forever.
For sure. And just to kind of piggyback on what you're saying, I just want to make the add the comment that everybody's reselling journey is totally different. It's
Yes.
not going to be identical to anybody else's. You know what I mean? There may be
Right.
similarities, and you might, just like me, I got introduced to John, and now, estate sales might become a part of my arsenal. But
Right.
it's like it's still gonna end up being my story, and the things that I go to, the trials and tribulations, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know, just to kind of add on that, like, it's you don't have to follow identically to what someone else is doing to have success in what we do,
I
you know?
really believe that sometimes there are vehicles used to get you to a particular point, right?
Mhm.
So in this instance, the king of eBay was the vehicle
Yes.
used to get you to John, right?
Yep.
So I think that all of that, and your friend, your childhood friend, Googling, so that made you even more secure about the whole thing. I just think it was all divine intervention. I really
You,
do.
you know what else? You know what else is so ironic? So right before I came to my storage unit to hop on the live where I met John and Brian, I literally parked in the GW parking lot with every intention to go in to do some thrifting. I had a
Mhm.
phone call. I sat there for about 10 minutes. I drove off and just came to my storage unit. And I hopped on the live, and like, just trying to fill the void of the time that I would have spent in a GW.
Right.
And I don't know. It's just like you're saying, everything is divine. It happens for a reason. You know what I
It
mean?
does.
I wouldn't even have been available for that live had I started thrifting.
Right.
Then I wouldn't
And
even be
you
telling
so
this estate story right now to you guys.
you
It's
would have
all,
missed that whole opportunity, right? So it's the
yep,
right time, the right place, the right people. That is not what I call happenstance. I don't think that happenstance is a thing. I think things are orchestrated, and that whole story, even so here's what's even more crazy. The fact that I jumped on the live at night that night. I was like, what is happening?
right,
So,
right.
because that's not my normal. I'm never like on a live in the evening. Like I think it was like 10:30. And
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
hanging out, like, hey. It's like,
right.
what?
That was
It's so
hilarious.
crazy.
I want to just go back and catch some of these comments because I was yapping, I was talking, I was excited about that story there too. I see
Yeah, so
Luna
I've been,
joined in. Hey,
hey,
Luna.
D2, D1, sorry.
D1 entered. Mel's J. New Creation says definitely. Shelly says, what a great experience for your first estate sale. I know we all wish we had someone like that. Definitely. Joneson says it's all divine. It was meant to be that he connected with Kings of eBay.
Yep,
Definitely.
yep.
Miss Rosner says when people show you who they are, listen. Facts.
Look, you can't
Facts.
you can't ignore. There are some
Right,
things you
right.
just can't ignore, but I do believe that things are vehicles. I think anybody can be used as a vehicle to get you to where you need to be. It doesn't mean that you have to establish long-term relationships. It doesn't mean that you have to, fall under their mindset or fall in line with them. I think it just means that they were a vehicle at that moment. And who knows, they might be a vehicle again, but it's very important to be in tune to their purpose, not
Definitely.
necessarily all the stuff they
And
say.
I'm the type of person where, like, just for instance, my whole life, I've never had to experience something firsthand. If someone can tell me a story, I can,
Right.
accept that information that they gave me and use it accordingly moving forward. So I just say that to say, like, a lot of the information that I get, a lot of the videos that I watch from other resellers, I'm not going to mimic exactly what they're doing, but I'll take in that information and apply it how it needs to be applied to my situation, what I'm
Exactly.
doing, so,
Exactly.
but
You
yeah,
take you take some
that was
things,
incredible.
you use those things, and then you throw the rest in the trash. That's
Right,
my whole
right.
thing.
Arizona Pickens says exactly everything happens for a reason. Yep. Jones in says the only identical aspect is we all take photos and list. Ain't that the truth?
And even that is different for
Yeah.
everybody.
And you're right about that too. Even people take pictures differently, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
for sure. That is funny.
But I love the community. That's I think the biggest takeaway from everything, even being on TikTok and being part of the one a day community, being a reseller and assimilating with other resellers. I think that the biggest thing is community. Like people are really out here cheering you on. Now, that's not to say everybody is. Let's be
Yeah.
clear. Everybody is not trying to see you
It's
succeed.
it's some haters out there.
Oh, just a few. but but overwhelmingly you get the positive support, you get the interaction from others, you get information from others, all of those things. So cool.
Definitely. The Soft Life Empress, she said, I'm not sure if you're going to Habitat for Humanity. They have amazing pieces from stores like Pottery. I think
Barn.
she would get
Pottery
Pottery
barn.
Barn. Yep, definitely. Thriftiana, he says, it's just like my experience cleaning out the old electronics store. Okay. Michelle says, we are happy to hear your story. Appreciate you. Jones
Definitely.
says, I wish I would mimic some things though, because I'm a lackadaisical reseller.
I think we all are to some degree. We have lackadaisical days.
Definitely.
But For me, the lackadaisical had to go by the wayside because this is my income, and we all know I love to shop. So,
Right,
and
right.
not at the thrift store. So,
Okay, so really quickly, and we'll get back. I'll finish up the rest of the story because there's a little more to it. But the Soft Life Empress, how can we help her? She talked about she's what did she say? Overseas trying to do shipping
she's in Asia.
in Asia. Wow, I have the slightest idea. I don't know if maybe there's someone in the chat that knows anything about um, I know a lot of us will ship overseas, but we're not shipping from overseas, so it's kind of a little different. So I don't even know if do they sign up for like the Bay and these different selling platforms in the same way, and then it just will adapt to their region or their area or
So
what?
I do believe eBay is everywhere. That's probably the one platform that's everywhere. I'm not sure about everybody else, but I do know for sure that the Bay is there. And I'm almost certain that they still have the international shipping, which would be somebody in that country sending to us here in the States. But I have no idea.
Yeah,
But
that's a
I
tough
was gonna
one.
ask my man and see what my man thought, because Chat's my man. So I'm typing him a message. I'll get back with you. Give me a second.
I can read some comments real quick if you like,
Okay.
while if you want to do that. D1 says I've gotten great stuff from public auctions at Habitat. See, I gotta check that out too. I've never that'd be new for me also. Soft Life Empress, we trying to help out. She says I'm glad I scrolled onto the live.
Yeah,
Did you
we
catch
are
us on the
too.
FYP? Did you catch us on the For You page or what? Jonesin is responding to D1 says I purchased books at Habitat that resold for lots of money.
Yeah.
That's interesting. There are so many wholesale places here. They do have eBay. I have to do the US. I'm sorry if that didn't come out right. Jones says sorry, I may have replied to the wrong person. Let me hit this light again.
So, oh, okay. So I think what she's saying is that she has to do TikTok in the US.
She's saying, oh, I see. She's saying she has to ship to the US.
Oh, okay.
Miss Reisner is saying check into
Freight
freight
forwarders.
forwarding companies in your area.
That's what I was
Hmm.
thinking. I knew it would be something like that, but I wasn't sure about.
Sweetbriar Farms is asking, hold on one second. She's asking, did I check out Hibbit and other online auction sites? Not just yet, only because my weekend has been so action packed. I've been doing
Mind blown.
research and sending messages to people. I've been talking in DMs about different items, just trying to get information. So I haven't really had the time to do much of anything. I've been focusing on the things that I did get in the estate sale, and that has been like my time, honestly. Let's see. Ms. Reisner
They-
says they collect items over a 2 week or 1 month period and ship them all at once to save on cost. Okay.
yes. So I've dealt with freight forwarders in different positions, but from the standpoint of trying to get regulatory things in place for U.S. shipments into their country. So I don't have a lot of experience with that, but what I can recommend is you definitely the freight forwarders, but also I I'm almost sure you guys would be have access to Chat GPT or Claude or something along those lines, because you would have all the information that you would need to discover what way you could go.
Yeah.
Because Chat is giving me a bunch of basic information, and none of it makes any sense to me. So I would
Welcome in,
recommend.
Monica. Glad you could join us.
Unfortunately, um, we couldn't provide definite information, but we can definitely point you. That freight forwarder situation is probably your best out. Do some research and find the best freight forwarder that has the most experience with shipping to the US. That would be my recommendation.
Yeah, I agree with that one. She's saying, yeah, I've checked and it has been Baucus info from chat for me too. Or maybe she
Oh,
meant bogus.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that one though. That's a challenging one there.
Yeah, but I can only imagine how much stuff you could possibly resell from different parts of Asia. Can you imagine?
Right,
Like, what?
right. Meanwhile, we're in the U.S. trying to get all the stuff that comes from there.
Exactly. Like, how crazy. That is nuts.
Says we have companies that ship for the Bay.
Okay.
Hmm. So yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe you can even try to contact eBay and see what they have to say. Let them know your situation, and maybe they can point you in a direction that could help.
Yeah, that's the one thing that would be the theft rate because, yeah, I could just see that being problematic because so many people want to open the packages and take things and things like that.
Right, right. Antique means something else outside the U.S. Then she says, "I wish I could ship to y'all to help others sell."
Yeah, that
New,
would be a drop ship type situation, and I am not comfortable with drop shipping. Sorry.
New Creation is asking you, Tammy. You did mention that you use Nifty, right? Is this the Nifty? We
Absolutely.
about to
Look,
get
this
into
is
the
a good
Nifty
segue.
segment?
Let me tell you about the new things that Nifty has done this week.
Let's do it. Go ahead. What you got?
Okay, Nifty is now available in the UK and in Australia.
Okay.
You know what I'm
All
talking about?
right.
They're always doing big things. Always,
Expansion.
always,
Expansion.
always. And so there used to be a time when I was using Nifty previously, like a few months ago, that when your passwords expired, you had to go in and things sold on other platforms, you would have to go in and manually remove or delist yourself. So now their platform does it. When you reestablish your connection to that platform, it goes in and removes things for you.
Nice.
Yay!
Nice.
See, there's always something new. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, new creations, do you have questions about Nifty? I'm not an expert, but I will give you whatever information I have.
You're our top Nifty correspondent, though.
I love that. Let me get a mic.
Right, right. Nifty gets Tammy going, and Stones get David going. Yep, that's our tops right there.
Yeah, there are a few things. Okay, what's your question?
So really quick before New Creation gets into her questions, I was
Yes.
in Lainey and Carly's live, and Marsha, Pink Flowers. She
Yes.
had mentioned, and I just want to bring to everybody's attention. She had mentioned a crazy situation with Nifty that she got into, where she attempted to change her Bay username.
Yes.
And in doing that, Nifty reposted like her listings 2 times. And I guess she had to go out there and delete all the, duplicate listings. So just advice for everyone, if you are using Nifty, sit still with your username. You might not want to change it in the midst
Well,
of having.
I'm almost sure that if you contact Nifty and let them know what you're going to do, maybe there was a workaround, like on the front side.
Okay,
Sometimes
okay.
I think that, and I'm guilty. I am the first person. Let me jump out here and just do what I want to do.
Right.
No, you. So sometimes you can save yourself the frustration, but that is a lesson that is super crazy.
And to the B has joined the chat. We were just talking about you. Thriana says
Jones has
rocks and
said.
crystals are D1 and D2's thing. Yep, for sure.
Joseph said, Tammy, don't blame Nifty. Don't you blame.
Right, right. That's
You
funny.
would swear I was getting paid from them. You really would.
That's hilarious. But yeah, New Creation, if you had some nifty questions, we would definitely try to help you out with those.
Yeah, there's enough of us in here. We can come to some conclusions at least.
Right.
So there was one more platform that did some changing, and it was Poshmark. So I don't know if you heard or the mark. Oops. So
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm not sure if you were aware of their excessive listing policy that they had. So they would suspend your account if you took away so many of your listings in a certain amount of time. Well, now they have gotten rid of that because so many people were so mad about their decision to even put that in place was crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, they did.
Look, he says Tammy might not work for Nifty, but she sure is nifty.
Thank you. I appreciate you. That was so kind. Thank you so much. But
So
yeah,
I actually created my Posh account right. It was like right after or right before they changed the policy. So I didn't notice how it was frustrating to people, but I'm so glad they did that because sometimes we need to delist or do whatever with
definitely.
our listings, and you don't want to get caught up in a mess. So
So new creations, I think what you're asking, if I'm understanding you correctly, are you asking about the ThreadUp beta testing that they're doing like direct to ThreadUp? Either way, let me say this. Either way, you can't list any. Nifty is not connected to ThreadUp currently. Doesn't mean that they
hey,
won't be.
Nifty, welcome in. Thank you for the heart, me.
Okay, so no, you cannot, but you can list directly. Hey, Lainey, you can list directly from Poshmark. I'm sorry, from the Mark or from the Pop D, by going into the direct portion of the app, and it says import from, and you put in your link right there, and it pulls it right in. You can only, because it's still in beta testing, I think the limit is 30 items listed in the direct area. But you can do it that way, but it is not connected through Nifty.
They're working on it though, right? I guess they're testing to actually get it on there, or no?
I don't know. I know that there are Nifty is always testing something, but I don't know which platform. I've heard a lot of people say that it will probably be the marketplace next.
Okay.
And I think that makes the most sense.
That's me. Hey,
Yo,
John. John's in the
shop.
building.
Yeah. Hi, John.
We were just recapping the whole estate sale, my estate sale weekend. We must have talked you up, John. Thanks for joining us, though.
So yeah, I think that I just really think that they will eventually it will be marketplace.
To see a fun sale. Oh boy, he about to.
Absolutely. The legend has
Yeah.
entered the chat. Okay,
What you
legend.
got? But yeah, new creation. I think Nifty is always trying to add to things they're doing. So I think it's gonna be. Oh, I got a request, Tammy.
Yeah,
I got a request. We got a guest.
that's awesome.
Hey, John, can you hear us?
Oh, I see
You see?
shoes. I see shoes.
Oh,
I love
oh,
shoes.
it's a little
Yes.
choppy, John. But we see a boatload of shoes. Oh
Ah,
my
shit.
goodness, look at that!
Oh
Wow,
my
what?
goodness.
Oh
Are
my
you selling them
goodness!
by the lot?
By the
Right.
piece. This isn't my sale, though. I'm helping a friend
Oh, okay.
promote her sale. I'll make a video, but her prices are cheap. She works with resellers, and she prices things to fly. Look at all the clothing.
Oh my
Where is
goodness
it
gracious!
located?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
This is in Ardmore. It's going to be this weekend. It's going to
Hardcore.
be in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. It's
What?
right by the golf tournament. But look at
Oh
all these
my
jeans.
goodness! Oh my
Oh,
goodness! John, man, you might see me again. You said it's this weekend?
This weekend. You're not going to see me. I'm going to be in Colorado, but
Oh,
I'll
okay,
post a
okay.
video about this sale. I'll post a video about this sale later this afternoon. So I just wanted to show you how
Wow.
cool this was.
Yeah, that's
See
awesome.
you.
Look at all of that. That is amazing.
Good
Thank you
seeing
for
you, man.
showing us, man.
You're
Look,
welcome.
Oh my goodness. Look, she already what you map quested it?
yes, I wanted to see how far it was.
You remember MapQuest? Of course
Oh my
now,
God, with the papers.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wasn't that crazy though? Oh my
I would be in
goodness.
the car with like sheets of paper.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a little
Wow.
too far for me, but
How many hours did it say for you?
8 hours, 36 minutes.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a road trip and a half right
Yeah.
there.
But that sale kind of looked like it. Jonesy said, I figured that's what Tammy was doing. Now, I would bring a
D1 said, let
truck.
me get my Thomas guide. Oh my goodness. That is too funny.
Yes, Jones, and I would be the one driving the U-Haul up to get as much as I could.
See, and look, that's why I like guys like John, man. He is super solid. Like
Yeah.
he just come up, wanted to show, what's going on with him. He's giving us a little insight to what the next estate sale might look like. And he'd hop right back off, back to business. You know what I
Right.
mean? that was cool of him to do that really quickly for us. But wow.
So Texas, Michelle at Texas Finds and Treasures said that she had to jump.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Thank you for joining
Thank
us
you for
though. Have a
joining
great
us.
one.
Charity said, "Fly over and not drive the U-Haul and not drive the U-Haul back, Tammy." That makes sense. But a one-way rental is probably the best way when you're driving so many miles.
Yeah,
Oh
wow.
man.
Oh
But
my
that's
goodness.
it's a little too far. But I promise you, if I was a little bit closer, if it had said 4.5 hours, I would have been there.
Right, right. So in that quick little flash that we got, did you see any shoes that you would have like instantly like need those, or was it too fast? It was
It was
it
too
was too much
fast.
too quick.
What I did see was a lot of the jackets
Yeah,
that he said it's Pennsylvania, Shelly. But a lot of the jackets, one of them looked like it was a Shirley, so it had the Shirley liner. That would be a definite pickup. But depending on the prices, those jeans and all those boots, jeez.
really quickly, Tammy. New Creation says she has to run. You guys, I will inbox you, Tammy, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Please do. Any questions? I'm an open book. Thank you
Yeah,
for joining us. We appreciate you.
yeah, for sure. New Creation, thank you, appreciate you. Yeah, that was a lot right there. In like what was that? 15 seconds? He
I
just
don't
blew
even think it was
everybody's
15.
mind away.
But it was mind blowing.
D1 says apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Absolutely. The whole world was looking at her. Gotcha.
Right, right. Oh my goodness. That was very interesting to say the least.
Absolutely. I love it. I absolutely love it. So
And
cool.
for my first estate sale this past weekend, it was just as overwhelming as that little 15 seconds John just did. It's like every corner of the house, I'm like, whoa, 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 this is nice. Let me go look at this. I didn't even go down to the basement yet. Then my
Right.
buddy said, oh, there's a room up here we didn't even go to yet. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. But yeah, that was definitely good.
So Josie said, she said sometimes he said it was just a tease. I was like, yeah, sometimes that's all you need. That's enough to spark
Right.
enough interest.
Exactly. Oh man.
So
So
cool.
what the next thing I was gonna get into, what I was gonna say was kind of rewinding to the live that I had when Brian and John entered. I was at the tail end of the conversation. I was mentioning to Brian that Lainey says driving kids to appointments, but I do want to hear your knowledge, friends. Lainey, if you can
Thank you.
still listen in, I'm actually going to get to our dilemma, and kind of we came up with a solution. But at the tail end of the conversation that I had with Brian, I was letting him know that eventually, like my end game, kind of with this, is to use the profits that I make from reselling to eventually get me into real estate.
Mhm.
And he was like kind of saying like that's a whole nother can of paint, and kind of he was letting
Yeah.
me know that's kind of how he approached it, but
Yeah.
he was also saying it's a different monster in itself. But with that being said, I had another incredible opportunity be presented to me where I am going to do a 2-week real estate course to get licensed here in
That's
New Jersey.
awesome. That's awesome.
So thank you. I appreciate it. And this has been something that's been on my list of things to do for literally decades. Like I graduated over 25 years ago from high school, and I have read tons of real estate books and things like that, and it's always been something I wanted to get involved in, and I just kept pushing it back. And like I said, the opportunity presented itself, so I did enroll in a course that starts next Monday. So the dilemma is, thank you. I'm gonna,
Clap yourself up. Yeah, absolutely.
so I am going to be starting a course. It's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. So obviously, you guys are in the chat with us. Thank you, Jones, and I appreciate it. You guys are in the chat with us. It's Monday through Friday at 9 to 5. So we were like, I was thinking in my head, like, I got to talk to Tammy. What are we gonna do? I got to talk to Tammy. It's gonna interrupt. It's gonna interrupt the groove. So we had a lot of suggestions of what we can do, how we can handle next week's live. And actually, D1, you were an option to have you
Yes.
maybe co-host with Tammy, but the route we're gonna go with, we're gonna push it back just a few hours. We're gonna do 6 o'clock live next week, and then we'll kind of see how. He said, "Who me?" It was an option. We were gonna ask you obviously and see if that was something you were into, but we actually are just gonna push it a few hours later than
Yeah.
our normal time and just stick with the routine that we have. I feel like our chemistry is amazing, and um, we just gonna do a 6 o'clock instead. I'll
Yeah.
have time. I'll run from my real estate class to get here to be live with you guys and all of that. So next week we're gonna be on at 6 p.m. instead of 1:30 p.m. Oh, that's what's up, man. Let me get a.
Absolutely.
Because I'm honored to
Absolutely,
be even
D1.
talked about as an option. And just to be completely honest, I don't want to put me and Tammy's, text messages out there, but she said that you have the closest vibe to me, and it's ironic your name's David too. Well, I'm D too, but you're David also. And it definitely was an option. But I don't want you to take my spot, D1. You can't have it, man. You might have too much fun with Tammy next week. No,
So,
I'm
but
just
we do
joking,
look
but
for you to
yeah,
join the 6 o'clock live, D2, D1. We definitely want you in the room. So
for sure, for
hopefully you can
sure.
make it.
That David energy is something, but I can never take your spot. Appreciate you, man.
Oh,
That's so
that's
cool of you
cool.
to say.
That is so
Um,
cool.
so yeah,
So let me tell you what's funny. I have toyed with many years of flipping houses. It's
really,
something it's something that I have always wanted to do. I worked with a young lady some years ago, and she was flipping, and just the whole vibe. I was just doing the book work for her, but the whole vibe and excitement of actually getting out there and doing it, I really wanted to get there. Um, but I've always been hesitant. So
that was kind of me. That was me for the longest, but I feel like I'm getting older, and I want to be able to kind of set my children up,
yep,
before they get out of school, and they
yep,
have options once they're, ready. Like my oldest is third grade now. My youngest is just starting preschool, so I'm like, let me tackle this and get things situated so that if and when the time comes, they have more options even than I did coming
yeah,
out of high school. Oh, look at that.
definitely.
D Crochet. She says, y'all, I have sold something else that I cannot find. Lord help. Ooh, I know the feeling. Oh, man.
Oh, thank you, D1. I appreciate it. So this is my advice. When you can't find something, D, you walk away, You take a deep breath, get you a drink of water, think about something else for 5 minutes, and it will direct you. I'm telling you, I have spent so much time searching for things. It's so horrible. And then
Yeah.
when you find it, you're like, what?
It was
So,
right there in front of you, basically,
oh my God. So I
right?
was looking for a pair of shoes, and my shoes are they're pretty organized. They're just in like a centralized location. I looked on these shelves probably 4 or 5 times with the spotlight. I know this shoe is here. I have not sold it. Yeah, it was right there.
Wow.
It was just sitting
I,
there.
I think we all have had that happen to me. She says, I pray that Jesus and all the saints and everybody, please let me find this thing. You gonna
You
find it,
will.
D. You gonna find it, D. Don't worry about it. Don't get too overwhelmed. Like she said, take a step back, you know, try to, I know it's cliche, but think of the last place you saw it and
Yeah.
things like that, you know. She's probably like, I don't want to hear that.
Right. Definitely. Look, but we don't have video cameras in your house, but I'm
Right.
sure. I'm sure, like for me, sometimes it's something that has slid behind something else. In my inventory system, it can just, slide down, or that's what happened with the shoes. They had slid too far down where I didn't see the top of the bag, so I couldn't see the number. So yeah,
That's
just
actually exactly how I ended up finding mine. Same thing happened to me. I have clothes and a lot of totes. You can probably see
yep,
one right behind me right there.
yep,
I have clothes and totes, and it slid in between two different bags, and I'm sifting through the top,
yep,
not thinking to really
digging
look
down.
deep down inside. So, but D, I'm sure you'll find it. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
Never fret. It's gonna be there for you.
Never fret. Look, as long as you've checked all the other sites and you know you haven't sold it, it's there.
Right. And that was definitely that was on my first things to do. Make sure that did I sell this 2 months ago
Right.
or something? Not realize it before I got with Nifty and all of that, and like I was just going through it, and it was right in the tote. So,
Yep. It happens all the time. Welcome in, Amanda. Thanks for joining us.
oh,
Yeah.
welcome in.
So we do hope that everybody joins 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Next week we will do some videos to remind you. But mark
Yeah,
your
for
calendars
sure.
now, because you don't want to miss this energy. Like, who would want to miss this?
You don't understand how bad I was feeling to even have the thought of having to cancel a week or two. Like, we're gonna be out of everybody's thoughts. They're not gonna be thinking about us, and like, what?
Oh, they could never not think about us with bells on. Appreciate it.
Oh, Lenny says, good to know. 3 p.m. PST. Yup.
Yep,
So
you
that's a
got
little
it.
more convenient for you. So it kind of works out. And
Yeah, look at that.
Shandon too is on the West Coast. So maybe it'll
Oh,
be,
wow.
even better for the people on the West Coast then.
Thank you, Lainey.
That's what I'm looking for, is a little cowbell. Yeah, I think she'll find it though.
Definitely. So let's talk about this other thing that happened this week. I got these.
Oh yeah. Let's talk about it.
So I got my Meta glasses. I've had them for a year. Okay, so I've had them for a year, and I did not have my prescription in them because someone told me it was going to cost too much. And so I went to this company, and they were like, yeah, it's going to cost you about $800. And I was like, psh. So I decided to go and try to get contacts. Well, I need 40 different visions. I need forward, backward, all the things. So contacts wouldn't work. So then they told me, well, you can wear one nearsighted contact in one eye, one farsighted in the other eye, and it'll level out. You just have to trick your mind to thinking which way you want to see. Okay, so why did I put the wrong one?
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
That
So
didn't
wait,
work either.
you already had the prescription in them, but it was the wrong setup,
No,
or
I
no?
never had the prescription in them. I bought
Okay.
them and did not put the prescription in them.
Oh, I got
So I decided I was like, I'm gonna go to Target. So I decided to call Target. Well, lo and behold, Meta somehow is connected to Target. So it only ended up costing me like $300 to get my prescription put in, and it only took like 4 days.
Oh, that's
So
not bad.
I'm like, I've been out here just struggling. Because what I would do in a thrift store, so this is bad, but I would do this. I would have on my glasses, and then I would take these off and put these on,
Oh
and
my.
then try to do some stuff like this.
Oh no. Are you serious?
It was
Oh
so bad.
goodness.
Oh, it was so bad. So then I decided I'm not going to wear them anymore because I just can't figure it out. So I'm so glad that now, because I love them. I really do love them. They once you figure out you have to hold your head steady, they're great.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you definitely got that. Let me give you a cheers for that.
I'm so excited about it. Yeah,
So
it's
I
so
don't know
much
if you
work.
saw my comment under your glasses, your prescription pickup, but I'm like, hey, now can we go thrifting with you? You gonna be
Absolutely.
getting some
Absolutely.
footage while you're at the thrift store?
Absolutely. I have gotten so much footage over the last few days. It told me yesterday your case needs to be charged. I was like,
Oh
okay.
wow.
Yes.
Oh, so you already started using it and all.
Oh,
Okay,
it's bad.
perfect,
It's
perfect.
bad.
Jones says so much work. I think she was talking about when you were putting the
Yeah,
glasses
oh,
on.
yeah. And then you look crazy. And then people are talking to you and you're like, which ones do I have on?
Exactly.
Just
Oh
a bad
man.
deal.
D1 says I just put my glasses on my head to read stuff. Jones
Yeah.
says exactly why I don't use mine. Yeah, that's got to be
Yeah.
tough. That's got to be a tough one. Like
Well,
trying
but
to.
it's a crazy investment to not use them. Do you know what I mean? Like it's crazy to spend that kind of money and then not get the use from them.
Yeah.
So I was determined to figure out something. So I'm so glad that I figured it out and now I can use them. But here's the bad thing. So now I want the Oakleys.
I heard you mention that too.
So now I just want the Oakleys. I think I want 2 pair. Because why not?
But at least now you know the process where you can go, how long it should take. Like they should have, all the information they need already on file. They can quickly do it.
So
So,
while I was in Target, they had the Oakleys. So I've already tried them on and looked at them. I have not bought them, but
oh,
I
okay,
did.
okay, okay. Let me just light again. Oh my goodness. Let me turn the light on.
So Jones says, remember that 50-year-old convo, David? Well, this is another issue to bring the 50. But
So let me explain. I had
okay.
a I had a TikTok battle, and it's a content creator that I've interacted with a bunch of times. Her name is Faye.
Okay.
Faye has another person in the chat, and Faye jokingly says, "Oh, something or other about me being old." And then the other person she had in there says, "Well, how old are you?" And I told her to guess, and she guessed 50. I said, "What? Do I look that bad? I need to hit the gym or something." I had enough. Oh my goodness. And then I immediately swiped out of the doggone chat. I'm like, you ain't gonna do that to me, not today.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. She was just joking. It was all laughs and stuff, but it
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
got me.
I totally get it. I totally get it. So my sister is 15 years older than me. And we
Mhm.
were in a store and they had a senior discount. And so they asked me if I wanted the senior discount. And they didn't ask her. I was mad as fire. I was like, she old? What are you? I was so
Right.
mad. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
So but I have been graying since I was 21. So people think that I'm just automatically older, and really it's not the case. But that was funny. I was like, yeah, you do get mad about some things.
I'm, I'm getting some suggestions about how to keep the light on.
Oh yeah,
D1
they
says
said a
I need a
fan.
contraption to turn the lights back on. So it's one of the turn knobs that has a timer on it, and I just set it all the way to the highest time, which is 30 minutes. But then it just keeps spinning. It's not a motion. Well, the hallways here are motion. If I
Yeah.
walk in the hallway light will turn on, but the light in the actual unit, it's on one of those twist timers, like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's I guess you guys probably just gonna have to get used to it now at this point.
So D1 says fishing line.
I know, right? Something.
So D1, that was when I was in my 40s. Now that I am eligible for the senior discount for real, I'll take it all day, every day. I'm not mad about it. I have gotten so far beyond being offended by somebody wanting to give me a discount.
Right.
So
That's
D1
funny.
said that he's gonna figure something out for you to keep that light on. Jesus, there's the
Oh, there
phone.
goes that phone, right?
Yes, there's the phone.
See, you guys just
Hey,
gotta get used to stuff with us. My light, her phone, it is what it is. We keep the show rolling. It's all right.
absolutely, absolutely.
I'm 46, but I'll never turn down a discount. I know that's right too.
Yeah, yeah. I'm far. I have far exceeded that.
And to the B says I need the clapper.
I wonder if that would work though.
I
Clap
don't
on.
think so. I think they purposely make it so that you have to turn the timer because people probably have left their light on overnight and
Yeah,
for days and days in here. So I get
yeah. It's
it.
probably for their electric bills benefit.
Exactly.
Probably.
Little do they know, I got so many things plugged up in here. The electricity bill high anyway.
They're gonna raise your rent.
They already have. They really already have. I think last
Really?
month, yeah, it got raised $40 out of nowhere last month, and I was like, "What? Y'all didn't do nothing different."
$40?
Lucky I like the situation. I got electricity and it's climate controlled in here because I probably would have, I don't know, did something else. The manager
Not
here is
not
really
leaving.
cool too. So.
Not
Yeah, right.
leaving. Let me pack up my stuff and go. $40 was too much. So funny. Oh my God. But I get it. Sometimes that overhead is more than a notion.
Yeah. And then honestly, when you think about it, a storage unit is like real estate. Like, you're renting it out to people. It is like a home, you know?
Yeah. It is
So
because now I have seen, and I'm sure this is not probably what they want, but I have seen that people actually are sleeping in the storage units. Like they can pay for a storage unit. And
So this is
so,
funny too. This is funny too. So obviously, since I do abandoned storage units, I have to deal with the manager, and I'm talking, as they're processing my bid and the auction win.
yeah.
I have heard so many stories of these storage facility managers coming across people that are actually sleeping in their units and stuff. I've actually cleaned out storage units that I feel like, oh, okay, you got a pillow right there, you got your blanket right there, you got your whatever the case is, like just they got the whole setup in there. So you can tell sometimes. It's very,
Yeah.
very unfortunate that, people gotta resort to that type of,
I agree.
situation, but man,
Yeah, it's interesting.
definitely.
So I have a question for
Yeah.
the resellers in the chat. So the other day, um, I had I had an occasion to buy a bunch of school supplies to donate to a inner city school that has some lower income children that go to the school that usually have issues with trying to meet the requirement for the school supplies. So I how many of us actually give back to the communities in which we live? And if it's too
As
personal,
far,
don't worry about it. You don't have to talk
you
about it.
mean as
But
far as donating, like for the students in the school in the
yeah, just whatever. It doesn't have to be necessarily that. I know a lot of people do like, sock giveaways or, different things, or they donate things that to shelters and things like that. So I was just wondering, okay, so
well,
Lainey
I
says
like
she
all the
gives her time. I
responses.
like that.
I like all the responses that we get. Into the B says I do every year. Laney says I give my time, not items, which is just as important.
If
Uh,
not more.
yeah, really. He says I have my eBay sent. I guess you meant sales, to give a donation to some local charities.
That's
I
awesome.
always thought about doing that too. I need to, find a good charity that I could do that with. Joneson says I only did one child for a family this summer. Hey,
Wow.
everyone helps, you know.
Yeah,
That was
definitely.
a really good question there, Tammy. I like that one.
I actually, this is something like I've always done something. But this time I found myself doing it on a much larger scale. The school is pretty small. It's a charter school, and I think maybe there's 140 kids enrolled. So I partnered with our church, and we were able to supply all the children with the majority of their supplies for the
Nice.
beginning of the school year. So it was pretty cool.
That is
It was pretty
awesome.
cool.
D, she says I have 6 grandbabies that I'm always buying stuff.
Yeah, that's a donation too.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
For
I like
sure.
that. I just think that, so often I feel like resellers get such a bad rap about, taking from the poor and, whatever, all the things. So I try to always give back.
Hey Mel, welcome in. Glad you could join us. So I don't
Oh,
know if I had seen. Well, this is kind of goes with the conversation, but I had made a video about a family in my town that had a house fire,
oh, oh,
and maybe you didn't see the video, but
I didn't.
I actually was just in the video explaining how, as resellers, I think it's so cool that we have things that are just sitting that we are able to like donate to people that are in need. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And like, I was able to put together a care package for him because all his clothing was just like
right.
destroyed or smoke damaged. And like, he literally, when I drove past the house, he literally had like the last or the only 2 pairs of sneakers that he could grab in
Oh,
his
wow.
hands, you know? So like I literally, hey Ashley, how you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Um, but I just was letting him know, hey, this is what I do. This is how I can help you. If you don't mind, just give me your cell phone number. I'll go to my storage bin
Right.
and I'll try to, text me your sizes and different things like that. And I'll help how I can. And he was so grateful and
Oh,
appreciative because
thank
literally
you.
had like nothing left. But it's
Oh,
just also always helpful and or awesome to be helpful when you
yes,
can. You know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
So
I do believe that, I believe that karma is a thing. I really do. And I think that it's good when you can give out, not that you're giving to reciprocate, but just because you can, and it's great and it gives you wonderful feelings to do that. Thank you
for
so much for the
sure.
gifts. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank y'all for the gifts. Look, Lainey lit up your
I
rose gift
see.
gallery.
I
Thank you
see. I
guys.
got a bear, a rose. I'm loving it.
That is
Thanks.
so cool. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, but I thought that was pretty cool. I think that it's good for us to give back when we can, when it makes sense. Now, I'm not saying every day, all day, but when it makes sense, I
Definitely.
do
Hey,
think so.
Carrie. Welcome in. Rivet Bay. He said, yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo, what's up? What's up?
Appreciate the follow. So, wow, I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent. We didn't even really have topics this week, right? We were just recapping our weekend, and
Yes.
we kind of knew it was gonna keep flowing and all of that.
And
And
it did
look,
just that.
it's about 2 hours in already. Ain't that crazy how we can
Yes.
continue talking? We got the
It's
chat engagement going.
just go. That's it. I love
Yeah,
it. I think that is so cool. It just
for
shows
sure.
how the community support keeps us, going and growing. I love it. Rivet Bay says my sales been popping this week. Well, that's good. Tell us the secret.
Yeah,
What are you selling and what sold the most and how do we
right.
mimic what you got going on?
Give us the scoop because we did recap our weekend, but I didn't even get into my sales. My sales were kind
Yeah.
of lackluster. They weren't what they normally are. Oh, D says love you both. Oh, we love you guys too. Appreciate the support and everything.
Joseph says, let's go. Yeah, I want to know because my sales have been okay. They just haven't been great.
Oh, look, he's talking your language right there. He said tons of
Tons of Ralph
Lauren.
Lauren. Okay, so tell
Yeah.
me what Ralph Lauren pieces are selling more. Is it men's shirts? Is it women's clothes? Are you doing purple labels? Do you feel like you're doing a lot of back to school stuff?
I think Ralph Lauren like always will move new with tag polos. Okay, nice.
Yeah, that stuff will move for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I saw somebody doing an older gentleman was doing a whatnot show the other night, and I don't know how I even popped on, but I popped in his room, and he had all of these shirts that he had pressed. Oh my God, it was so amazing. I was like, this is what I'm talking about. He had pressed them all. They were hanging. They were all color coordinated. He was
Wow.
pulling them out. He was showing stuff. I was like, yeah, that's something I'm talking about. This is cool.
Wait, do you see this, Tammy? He said he found 30 of them, and he's saying Plato's Closet is slept on. You found 30 Ralph Lauren polos at Plato's Closet? Oh my
New with
goodness.
tags?
What?
It must be your
Where are you
location.
located?
Yeah, right.
Right.
That's the next question. Where? I promise you, they're not near me.
Wow. So yeah, that's awesome that his sales been popping this week.
Yes,
Anybody else have any good sales?
he said $12 a piece.
Illinois.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. Well, I was just there. I didn't see any stores like that. I didn't go to Plato's Closet though.
We have one near my town, but I maybe stopped in there once or twice. I guess I got to revisit them just to. It's been
So
a
what I
while.
will say is when they do their clearance sale, you can get great deals because when that stuff doesn't sell, even if it's new with tags, and a lot of the younger people that shop in those stores don't realize that like some of the brands are great brands. They're looking for that name type recognition. Yeah, I don't. So let's talk about Lululemon. Is it selling for anybody? Is anybody having a great experience selling Lululemon now?
I am under the impression that the hype may be dying down a little bit. I know that it was really doing really good at one point. I
Well,
don't
I
know.
think she had some negative. Well, I won't say she. There was some negative press about the men's Lululemon does still sell, but the women's no. So what I have found with Lululemon and Free People,
Yeah.
it's just not there anymore. It makes me not even want to pick it up. Like
Oh,
seriously.
me either, Shelly. Shelly says I've never found that brand. I've actually never even come across it. Mel says I'm scared of Lululemon. The Bay banned one of my listings because they said it was fake. Oh no. Oh man,
Really?
that's not fun.
So yeah, Rivet, it probably is great to sell and whatnot, but I just don't do whatnot these days. I just don't. I just have found that to me that negative press that came out about the sweatshops in, I think it's China that she has those kids, or maybe I don't know. It's a foreign country. But they said that there's all kinds of chemicals in the clothes and people were getting sick from wearing them and things like that. So yeah, it was like an environmental thing. It was like so much stuff that came out. So I was amazed.
I didn't want to be messy and ask what the bad publicity was, but you kind of just explained it. I didn't even hear about any of that. Maybe
So
that's
I only
why
hear
I
about
haven't
stuff.
been-
I only hear
Yeah.
about stuff like that from the kids. They tell me stuff like, are we talking about Free People? No, we were talking specifically with the bad press. We were talking about Lululemon.
Rivet Bay says, you'd be amazed from what I see. I guess he's talking about his stores in Illinois there.
Yeah. There's probably great finds, I'm sure. Hi, Christine. Thank you for liking the
Level
live.
of negative publicity and body shaming, etc.
Yeah,
Wow, that's new
yeah.
to me.
Lots of things. I guess there are some free people styles that still sell great. No, she would do well on Whatnot. I think you're talking about Lulu. She's got personality. Me?
Look, he trying to give you a little pushback to WN.
Yeah.
We've had to
Well,
talk on our live about WN a couple times. I don't
Rivet Bay,
know.
I was on Whatnot, and I said before we got on live today, I was going to schedule my show, and I did not. But I will. So I had two tasks. It was to schedule my show and to post that darn soap. I didn't do either one of them, but I do plan to do them before the week is out. So stay tuned. I will be on Whatnot doing a women's small, medium, extra small, small, and medium show. I have so much inventory to get rid of. So it will be dollar starts. So stay tuned. Great for resellers.
Tammy, like I said, if you let me know and it works out, we can promote it here so the people, at least in our chat, will know that you're, exactly when you schedule it, and try to get you some, some people in the chat at least. Maybe
Absolutely. Just come hang out. You don't have to buy anything. Just come hang out so I don't feel like I'm talking to myself.
Thank you, Ashley, for the finger
Thank you,
heart.
Ashley. That's
So
nice.
what else we got? Do we have any other questions in the chat? Like I
Okay,
said,
you guys.
we didn't
Go
even
ahead.
come with topics. We were just recapping the state sale, your garage sale stuff, and all of that. That kind of kept us going for 2 hours, Tammy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, look at that, Tammy. He says, I'll raid in and get you people.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yay. So I'm going to let you know. Look, you might need to tell me when you're most available.
base your live around his, right?
Right. Exactly.
Christine, she says, I missed all the fun. Dumb work. Oh, it's all right.
Sometimes work just interrupts all the fun. Like, get over it. I have to listen to this. I don't have time to work today.
I saw a video on TikTok. The person said, I think that instead of only being able to call out sick, you should be able to call out well. Like, why should I have to be here working? There's good stuff going on outside in the world.
The sun is out. I'm well, but I'm not coming to work.
Exactly. Like, come on.
That's crazy, but I feel you. I didn't finish my thought before I hit enter. My fingers did the wrong thing. Hey, Rivet Bay, do you have a regular schedule of live shows? And is that your name on Whatnot?
Oh, thanks, Mel. She says you two have great chemistry together. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Carly says, hi, friend. Sorry I'm late today. Glad you're here. No problem. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. That is so kind.
Tammy,
every Saturday, and yes. Okay. I'm going to follow you and I will schedule a show so we can connect.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Carly hit 200 minutes watching our live, Tammy.
Yay, Carly. Thank you.
Yeah. We love that. Appreciate you guys supporting.
Absolutely. We love the taps and the claps.
Rivet Bay on WN.
Okay, I got you. So my screen name is the same on WN. So
Awesome.
That's cool. I love it. I love it. So do we have any topics that we want to cover for next week's 6 p.m. show?
Oh, yes. For those that just came in, let me update you guys. We had a dilemma. I'm starting a real estate class. It's 2 weeks. We didn't know how we were going to juggle between, what time and all of that for our live. So for the next week or two, we're going to push it back to 6 p.m. So for the people like Laney who's on the PST 3 p.m. It kind of works out,
Yes, Carly, we did. It's going to be great. Just a different time slot. Maybe we'll capture more of our community and grow even more. Love it.
Look, Sarah says yes. David will teach us real estate. Oh boy.
Absolutely. You have to look, you have to give a report on what you learned.
So let me tell you guys. So another reason why real estate really interested me and reselling really interested me is because I got into the stock market. I am heavy into the stock market. I don't know.
Wow.
I didn't even let you know about that, Tammy. But the concept of all three of those things is you buy low and you sell high.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
love anything like, oh, welcome in, Velma. I love anything like that where you buy low and you sell high. So if there's
Absolutely.
anything outside of stocks, real estate, reselling, let me know because I will be all in.
Okay, so you're gonna have to share some tips on some stock.
I got you. That's another conversation. We could go another 2 hours
Yeah,
talking
you're
about stocks.
right. Hi, Velma. Thanks
Definitely.
for joining. Yes, like literally. Because that's something like somebody was telling me about Bitcoin and I'm like, you know what? I don't know enough.
It's a lot to digest. It's
Yeah,
definitely a lot to digest. But Carly says you got that entrepreneurial spirit, friend. Thank you. Yeah,
absolutely.
it's like you got to find a way. And I also heard through the grapevine, you could fact check it, but the average millionaire has 7 streams of income.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, I just been since graduate, since I got out of high school, I've been like, what can I do to add some, how can I get another stream of income, make some extra money? So,
So,
yeah.
funny story for me, and maybe this is a generational thing, but for me, it was always about like I've always had ideas. I've always been that support person for whatever people got going on. If they wanted to, this young lady that bought some brick and mortar travel agencies, she was like, what do you think? And I was like, I think you could slam it. I think that would be phenomenal. You would be, the first one in the area, blah, blah, blah. So she did it and it was successful. Um, and like she came down my driveway and was like, I bought them, so you have to come and work for me. So I was like, okay. So, but I've always been that support person behind the scenes, but I've always been too afraid to jump out there myself. So when I started the whole reselling thing, it was like, why haven't I been doing this? Like, this is stupid. Why haven't I been doing this all along? Why didn't I jump out there? Why didn't I always felt like, you know, I needed the security of a job. I needed the security of that check every 2 weeks, that those benefit packages, um, and never wanted to bet on myself. So truly, now I'm betting all the way, like all chips on the table. Let's go. I am going to shoot craps until I can't. So
Carly says, same, Tammy, never felt I could lead on my own. Let me tell you something about you two ladies. You, Tammy, and Carly, and Lainey, and a lot of y'all are front running. Y'all are leaders. Y'all don't know how much you may be inspiring and, someone is following your lead. So I kind of feel like just keep doing what you're doing. It's only going to get better. It's only up from here. You know what I mean?
absolutely,
Let me cheer
absolutely.
y'all up.
I'm
Y'all are
cheering
doing
for
all incredible
everybody.
jobs at what you do.
I want
Right.
everybody to win. Seriously. Like I
Right.
really do believe that there is support in numbers and I think that there's enough out there for everybody. So let's all get it.
Devil Dog says, but that's how we were raised when we were younger. You'll get a job and work for a company. So I have this talk with my father all the time, and his story is so, oh man, it's kind of crazy, but he was an auto mechanic he was in the military. After the military, he worked at Sears Auto Center as a mechanic. Don't you know they like closed down their doors,
Yes.
filed bankruptcy. His retirement pension and all of that went
Win
basically
win.
to nothing.
Yes.
So he has the mind frame of I would never suggest to anyone go get a job, go get that, 30 years in and this and that. He now, as he's a older person now. that's his suggestion. Go start your own thing and be your own boss, because these companies out here, it's cutthroat. It's a dog eat dog world in the corporate world. You know what I mean? You could go in Monday morning and not even have a job anymore.
Exactly.
So it's like you gotta kind of start something for yourself.
Definitely. But I think it's a mindset.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
is
true.
really a mindset. It, I think growing up the way we grew up. Now I grew up in a 2-family household, all that. I was the last of 7, but my parents worked. That's what they knew. My father had an entrepreneurial spirit. He was always hustling. He was hustle man, in addition to his job. But how could he not be? He had 7 kids. Like, who
Right.
can't hustle, right? You better do something. So, but through the years, I watched him hustle so hard that he hustled himself into an early grave.
Wow.
So my thoughts are, I definitely don't want to end up in an early grave, but I also, it's like newfound freedom. It's like, why, bet on you. Bet on you. If you don't do nothing else in this life, like everybody depends on you and everybody looks to you. So start betting on yourself like they bet on you and see what happens. So here we are. So that's just, I just think that this is the best time of life, really.
And then another thing to add on top of that, a lot of the jobs that I had were management positions. I felt like I was making them millions of dollars every year, over and over and over and over again. Why can't I, even if I make myself $100,000, every year over and over repeatedly again? Why can't I do it for myself?
Right.
So I begin to take those little tidbits and the knowledge of managing stores and employees and start applying it to my own thing. And
exactly. And that I think you build that knowledge for a reason. I'm big on the reason and the purpose. I think you build it for a reason, and then you take it and bet on you, and you can't stop. Like, it's like, okay, this is what it is. And is it scary sometimes? Yes. The world of reselling is scary, especially when you wake up one day and you may make one sale, and that one sale was for $50, and you like, wait a minute.
Right. Exactly.
But you just have to keep grinding.
Oh, look at that. Thank you.
All right, Anna.
Appreciate you with the gifts.
Thank you so much. My goodness. We appreciate you so much. But yeah, I think that's the lesson that we should be teaching our young girls. I know for my daughters, that is something that I was like, look, do you, whatever that looks like.
Got that light again? Oh my God. Where's D1 at? He said he's gonna help me with figuring something out with this light. I gotta do something about it. Tammy, that means we're doing good though, because that thing goes off every 25
30 minutes or so.
Yeah. We rolling.
So we have 14 people in the room and 26,500 likes. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And a crazy gift gallery.
I know. Thank you guys so much for the gifts. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Did we miss any comments? I think we got pretty much caught up.
Yeah, I think we were grabbing them as they were coming in. So you guys, what do we see? Oh, Carly, wait, I didn't talk about this. Carly said, I was told by a family member I was too smart for reselling.
What?
Wow.
I didn't see that comment.
Yeah, that's crazy. How hurtful. One of the things that I think, I don't know how old that person was, but one of the things that I have found is that older people tend to feel like they can just say whatever. And my hope is that I never get to that point because I am like, censor yourself. Like, seriously, censor yourself. I just think that it can be a boomer for sure. Yeah, well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But they try and bring you down along with them or something? Like, I don't get that one. Why would you want to, discourage a family member or something from doing something that, it's a positive thing?
Right.
But
And especially if you're not. So here's the thing: you're not asking them.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I appreciate your comment, but I'm gonna need you to keep that to yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Look, D1 says being good at reselling takes more intelligence than most jobs.
I swear.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
People don't look at it like it's work, but it is. Listen, you have to have a brain to do this. It is not just let me get up and decide I'm gonna start selling stuff. You better figure it.
And Carly, you got a point with that last comment. He doesn't pay my bills, is what she said, and you got that right. He's not paying your bills, so you do what you got to do to take care of you and your family. You know
Right.
what I mean?
As long as you and your husband are on the same page, the rest of them, like, see ya.
Right. Exactly.
That is so not cool. But again, people just say hurtful things. And I always go back to most boomers, and this may be a generic statement, but most boomers have experienced some kind of unhealed trauma. So there's something in them that, and my mantra is hurt people, and they do.
Yeah.
And I think that there is, in that generation for sure, they experienced a lot of hurt. And a lot of it goes unhealed. And then, they project that on other people.
Some of them also may have tried and failed, and now they think everyone is going to fail at it. But don't put your failure on me. We succeeded over here. Like, we
different people. I'm winning and eating. So
yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, goodness gracious.
Yep. Like, move on. I tell you. So, do we have any topics that we want to cover next week in our 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live on Wednesday?
I was wondering, and maybe since we have Lainey and Carly in the chat, they would know, is there anyone else that has a live at that time? Because I was telling Tammy, and just trying to be considerate, I don't want to have people in the chat having to choose between, different live chats because they're at the same time. I mean, I'm sure everyone would understand. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I think
Talking about, yes.
I think there's one that starts at 8. Right? Doesn't Tall Girl Picker and Walt start at 8?
She's saying, don't worry about it. I like your answer. Good
yes,
answer. Good
we
answer.
are good to go. Thank you guys so much for the support. We definitely appreciate it.
For sure.
Definitely appreciate it.
So yeah, you were mentioning topics though. I don't even know what we're gonna touch on this next go round.
Well, you know what I think?
Thursday.
I think that topics come up because when you start rolling through your week, there's all kinds of weirdness that happens or all kinds of things that get out there. So in our videos where we're promoting the show and reminding everyone of the time, I like back to school.
Back to school, yeah, that is true.
I like that. Yeah. So I was thinking, like, in our videos where we're promoting, we can always throw out what we're planning to talk about, an idea here or there, just to get the momentum up for the conversation. But we know everybody comes for the energy.
Right.
I'm just joking.
We keep it rolling though, Miss Tammy.
Absolutely we do. Absolutely. I think that's true. Carly said the seasonal shift. I believe that is a good topic because there are so many components to that.
Yeah, definitely.
Positively. Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Carly.
I already started just mentioning in my captions of posts that fall is coming soon. Fall is almost here, honestly. You know what I mean?
It really is.
Before you know it, it's going to be winter time. It's going to be snow back on the ground again. I ain't rushing it.
Don't rush it. Don't do that. So it's so funny. Carly, I was outside. I was like, it's raining. And it's been raining for the last 2 days. So yesterday, some of you know I was in that live, but when we came out of the doctor's office, the tornado sirens were sounding off. And I was like, I just want to get home. Like, let's just get home. So Joseph said it's 107 in Texas. That is
Jeez.
crazy. I would never go outside
I think I
ever.
just started sweating just reading that.
So, but I was thinking like we definitely the switch is coming because even with the rain, it just feels cold. Even though it's like 85, it feels cold. Nobody wants to be like wet and cold. So
Yeah.
I started thinking, oh, I need blankets. Let me go find some blankets. Let
Right.
me find some coats.
Jones said, hate it here.
Yeah,
Carly
that
said, oh my, our weather has been so unhinged here too. Yeah, straight winds coming through.
Carly said, I
Yikes.
want football and chili. I know that's
Right? Oh
right.
my goodness.
So it's funny, the football thing is already started, and I'm like, why are we playing football? It's hot outside. Like, what are we doing? I remember
Players
when
gonna be
football
passing out
games,
on the field.
yeah, like the first football game was, when you had the hoodies on. You go to the football field on Friday nights, you got the hoodies on because you're
Yep.
freezing.
Yep.
Now you go there with some shorts and some t-shirts, tank tops, and flip flops.
Exactly. So I'm a summer baby, but I feel like spring and fall are my favorites. I like hoodies.
Yeah.
Y'all will see. Y'all will see. I'm a hoodie guy. But what's your favorite season?
I think fall. I really
Fall.
do. I love the colors. I love the burnt oranges and the rich golds and the greens. I'm not a winter fan at all. Like, I
Yeah.
don't like anything about the winter. And I really like the spring too, but I would have to say fall is my favorite. It is my favorite. I like putting on layers. Like, starting off the day in a short sleeve shirt and needing a sweater by the evening. I love that.
Right. Right. Thriftiana says I love hoodies. Carly says I'm tired of cooking in the headquarters. It's cooler today, 91 in here. That's still hot though. And you cooking too? Whew, it's gonna be 105 before you know
Oh my
it.
God. Oh, D1 said I've worn hoodies this summer. And yeah, was it
Oh
on
my
purpose?
goodness.
Did you mean to wear the hoodie?
Man. I don't know how hot it's been where you are, but we've had a hot summer here. Oh my goodness.
It
I
just
think he's
seems like it
in
gets worse. Like, you know what
he's
I
in what
mean?
Utah, I think he's in, right?
Really?
I'm not sure exactly. D1, where are you located again? I know I asked him about it 5 times or something, but it's been over 100 for a month. Yeah, I think the weather everywhere has been like really
It's
crazy.
crazy. Oh, wow. Devil Dog, you got fires by you? So D1 is in Utah. You guys, anybody dealing with these wildfires and how unpredictable they are, my heart goes out to you guys. Seriously, it's
Seriously, yeah.
crazy. It's
And I'm
crazy.
sure I'm sure the heat everywhere has a lot to do with it also. Like,
But what's crazy or to me is that people actually are setting these fires. Like, what?
yeah. Yeah, there's a
Um,
couple major fires, really big ones in Oregon and in Washington. I even heard of one in California.
by Big Sur.
By Big
Wow,
Sur.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate that.
unfortunate because they start them and it's no stopping. It's got to stop on its own basically at this point.
Exactly. It literally turns into the unstoppable mess. Just
Yeah.
like it's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Well, stay safe in there, Devil Dog, man. I hope you ain't
Definitely.
you know, many times it's arson, says Ashley.
Yeah, that's true. And that's what makes it even worse that somebody like sets in their mind that this is the kind of destruction that they actually want to have occur. I mean, I'm telling you, this world is something else. The way these people think sometimes is just, whoa, mind
Yeah.
boggling. Mind boggling. All right, you guys, looks like we have been going and going. It's almost 4 o'clock. Jeez.
2.5 hours.
It is always good
Oh,
to
you're
hang
welcome,
out.
Jones. In. You're welcome.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We appreciate you
Yeah,
guys so much.
I don't know if there was any other questions or last remarks or anything like that. It's been a time. Yeah, thank you. Ashley, you have a
So
great evening too. Appreciate you.
have a great evening, Ashley. Devil Dog, thank you for that. I would love to. It's called Watch Duty. It's an app that tracks the fires in all 50 states. I appreciate that. Thank you for sharing.
Sarah, you too. She says, have a good day, everyone. Entertaining me while I measure, says
So I was
Shelly.
about to ask exactly that question. What does that mean? So thank you.
Carly says, I'll make sure to share your live schedule next Wednesday. Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you so
appreciate it.
much. Bye, Jones, and have a
We'll make
great evening.
we'll make videos too, just so there's less confusion and people not looking for us at 1:30, but everything will work out.
Absolutely. All right, David. Well, it's been fun as always.
Yeah, for sure,
And
for sure.
we will definitely be back next week, just like we've never left.
Never left, right? All right, talk to y'all later.
All right. Bye, everybody.